Yo, what's going on YouTube? We got A1 content. My name is Brady, aka Grehnshion, and welcome to some Pokemon BPL Season 2 Draft Live with you got myself, Grehnshion, and today we are doing, as I said, BPL, which stands for the Buffalon Pokemon League, because all of us like Buffalon. So, yeah, right now, hope you will enjoy. I'm just checking BPL, which stands for the Buffalon Pokemon League. Alright, so we got that under order. So, yeah. So I got live chat. And so, yeah, let's just start right into Pokemon. So we got 3 coaches. We're doing tier drafts. We have tier 1s, tier 2, 2 tier 3s, tier 4, tier 5, Omega, and free picks. And some of the tiers are not correct right now. We got some tiers that are okay. Some that are, some are a little higher than usual. Like one of my picks is that and some picks are also lower. But other than that, I think we can get straight into it with the first pick of the BPL Season 2 draft. Well, first I should say this. Sorry for the cut, but we do, and I just forgot what I was about to say. But yeah, we might have this in parts. That's what I was going to say. We might have this 2 parts. I don't know, because I got to go at 2. And yeah, it's basically 1 for right now. So let's get straight into it. So the first pick by your coach, I don't think they, some of them, one of them doesn't know, my boy David, who's Athens. So it's going to go my boy Devin, who's the coach of his Portland Blazekins, or Trail Blazekins. He usually prefers Portland Blazekins. Then you got your Buffalo Buffalons, coached by Athens, or aka David. And then you got me, your coach of the Scranton Rail Ride-Ons, coached by yourself, Grehnshion. So yeah, I'm doing the solo comm. Might have my boy David pop in once in a while. And yeah, we just got disconnected from Showdown. Lol. Funny. Alright, now let's go into the first pick by Devin. So he selects Omega. He had this last season. I don't think you guys know, but this thing is one of the most terrifying Pokemon in League format. And that is Mega Mawile. Sorry about that. So Mega Mawile, big threat. So it has huge power. Ability huge power basically makes it so it has double the attack, which it is incredible to realize double the attack. So it basically has 210 attack in total. Then you got 125 defense, which is nice, and 95 SPDF. You mainly want to run your EVs in HP. So yeah, speed, really nothing in speed. So yeah, it has terrible speed, but does have priority. And Sucker Punch, it also has some mainly you see Play Rough, Iron Head, and then I feel like there's another like move it gets, but you could also you can also run like Taunt for some other stuff. You can run a Facade set. I've seen that before, Facade. It has a lot of moves, like a decent amount of moves, but sadly most of it's special. You can run Stone Edge, Toxic, Sword Stance. Sword Stance sets are scary. It does get Knockoff, Ice Punch, but there's some big moves. Oh, it does get Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock's a big one for Devin, so as you'll see, Devin's main thing, which I'm going to call him by their full name, like my name is Brady. But yeah, his team, the Portland Blazekins, you're going to see their speed tiers are probably the best. There's just 2 of the same speed tier, which is okay, but other than that, his speed is just out of the world. But yeah, right now it is a low speed tier, but you make a mobile still on Ferris. If he started, it's each one more to complete his Fairy Dragon Steel core, which is yeah. So that's a big thing for him. Now moving on to the next pick, uh, as my boy, the coach of your uh, Buffalo Buffalons selected Mega Charizard X, and he had this last season too. And the thing about that is that he loves this thing so dang much. He has this thing is amazing. Literally, it has great defenses. It literally has every stat. It's basically a better mythical, but an Omega because it has such good stats. Its HP is amazing. Its attack's amazing. Speed's pretty decent with that 100. And Mega Charizard X is one of the best Pokemon in like format because it's just stats are amazing. You can run this thing specially or offensive. Like Infernape, sadly no one selected this season. But yeah, like I had last season, you can run both. You get Dragon Claw, Flare Blitz, you get Heat Wave, you also get like Move Flamethrower, Flare Blitz, and then you get like a ton of other stuff. You can Earthquake, Fire Blast, Flamethrower, Overheat, Rock Tomb. You can even run Roost. And I know Stealth Rocks, when you switch it in, it does take a lot of damage. But does it have Defog? That's one question I'm having towards this team is Defog. And yeah, but it does get like Thunder Punches. It gets most of the elemental punches. Yeah, it does get Defog. So yeah, that is very good. Yeah, so like anything that is good, Mega Charizard does perfectly for you. One of the okay Megas, one of the best Megas, but it's not like the worst one. Like Mega Charizard Y, for an example, it is basically just has good special attack. When you compare it to like both, I think Mega Charizard X beats it because it doesn't take that humongous Stealth Rock damage. So yeah, that's really it. So yeah, no, including my Mega now. And this Mega is probably the worst out of the three, in my opinion, but my team is so good around this. And I picked Mega Scissor. Oh my god. When you talk about Mega Scissor, people don't realize how good it is in general in format. This thing is scary. It goes, oh, you got the quad HP fire weakness. I'm like this. I don't care. This thing can sometimes take HP fire. It matters by which Pokemon, though, of course. But this thing got 150 attack, and you got Technician. So, like, Bullet Punches get up from 40 and they go up to 60. There's so many good things about this thing. You can run, like, you can run U-Turn. It gets U-Turn for priority. And the main one is not, I think it's not X-Scissor, Bug Bite. It gets from 60 to 90 power. Better than X-Scissor. You can run Sword Stance, Substitute. You even can run Iron Head. But usually want to run Bullet Punch. It has Roost. It does get Defog now in format. Toxic. U-Turn. As I said, does get Knockoff, which is big. Like, really big for this thing. And yeah, like, I really can't. I'm really excited to use Mega Scissor. Yeah, let's move on to the second round. Going back to me again, after I picked Mega Scissor, I wanted to pair it up to have a quad resistant to fire, and that is as a big weakness to ice. Pick the tier 2, the best tier 2 in the league. I feel like this is the mono thing that could be tier 1. It can be either or. And I picked Zygarde. Zygarde, one of the better tier 2s, as I said. It could be tier 1. I've seen in leagues that are tier 1. They're even picking a tier 1 somehow. But you got this good thing at 100 attack, 180 HP, 95 speed, which is a little bad, but you got 121 defense, which is okay. I've seen special sets, but you mainly want to run 100. I mean, like the attack because it's 100. So some things it has, you get, of course, Earthquake, but you mainly get 1,000 arrows. What's 1,000 arrows? I don't even know. Is it an event? It's 1,000. It just have 1,000 waves, but 1,000 arrows are just so good because all you do is just like Dragon Dance. You see mainly Dragon Dance sets. You see Dragon Dance, 1,000 arrows, and so much other stuff. You even got Stone Edge, Sludge Wave. It is amazing. Earthquake. As I said, you do get Crunch also. So yeah, not really Bite, but I'm pretty sure this thing gets Crunch. Yeah, as I said, Stone Edge is the big one. Toxic. You really know what you're gonna see when you run this thing. I've seen coil sets. Coil is really good if you don't want to run like a speed set, and I've seen like bulky sets that actually work with Zygarde. Sadly, it does not get Stealth Rocks for me, which I would really like because I had to double up on some typings to get more Stealth Rocks, as you'll see later. Sorry. So yeah, that's really it about Zygarde. Zygarde, one of my great Pokemon to pair up with Scissor. They both have 2 quad weaknesses, and yeah, I got my Mega in Tier 2. Now moving on to my boy David, basing on 2 ground types, he picks an amazing Pokemon that I was surprised that I didn't think anyone took it last season, but he takes Lando T. Lando T. How do I feel about this? An Intimidate user with their stats. Ooh. You can run this thing special and offense and attack. This thing is so versatile. Literally got like basically a ton, all the moves you need. Stealth Rock, Stone Edge, Rock Slide, Storage Dance, and all other stuff. Like this thing is so good with Rock Polish. As I said, Stone Edge, U-Turn, Toxic, Defile, Knockoff. This thing is so versatile, and I've seen explosion sets, yes. But yeah, what's a block? That's a not okay. I guess you could see that. But yeah, return. It has everything it needs. Outrage. See, this thing is just amazing in every dang way as possible, and I'm gonna love to see David use Lando T. And this took I'll say at the end of the second round, but yeah. So right now he has Mega Charizard and Lando. So yeah, he's fixing up his ground weakness right there. So like these two don't really share weakness. Since Lando, you just see ice moves. There's nothing really else that does a ton to Lando other than ice. Maybe yeah. Now that I think about it, because ground is weak to flying. Grass, ice. That's really all you see by this thing. So yeah, moving on to our next pick by the Portland Blazekins. You got Gliscor. So yeah, we got Gliscor picking up as a tier 2, and this thing, as I said, he wanted to pick something that is really good, another ground and flying type. Basically, he said he might have wanted Lando, but he really wanted this thing a little more. If he got snagged, he would have picked Lando. He said, but it didn't really matter because he wanted this way more, and it's a tier 2, not a tier 1. Got Poison Heal, one of the best things because it heals like 12%. Give me one second, I gotta sneeze. Alright, so yeah, Gliscor, very good. 95 attack, 95 speed, 125 defense, which is big. Its stats don't look too good, but it's like Chansey in a way, or like Blissey. It just takes attacks like Clefable. They just take hits, but they don't even have that much good stats. It's basically like that. And it can heal itself. Here, look, Poison Heal. If this Pokemon is poisoned, it restores 1/8 of its health, and that's big, like very big. That's what I'm trying to say. Poison Heal is a really good thing. Ability with Gliscor. It's a knockoff Ice Punch, Earthquake, Acrobatics. But you mainly want to Poison Jab. You mainly want to run this thing with like a Defog, Stealth Rock set, U-Turn, Sword Stance. Blue Sky Uppercut. That's a cool move that he has. Stone Edge, U-turn, as I said. Um, I'm pretty sure I said SD or Sword Stance. Bruce is a big one. Rock Polish, that's if he really needs to. Poison Jab. Gliscor pairing with his Mega Mawile makes total sense. Fire type, it covers. Ground type, it covers. These things just pair up. Ice, Mega Mawile takes that easily. And I've never seen a team like what Devin played, but I think it's one of the better teams I've ever seen him put in his team ever. Gliscor and Mega Mawile. These elites love Mega Mawile. Favorite mod to use in OU, even though he changes his account like me, like every dang time. So yeah, moving on, after Gliscor, we got him again, picking the most verse out. Moving on, after I cut myself up a lot, but let's just say this. Please subscribe if you have not, or like this. I don't know what I'm going to be doing, but every team has worked really hard to do this, and yeah, BPL battles, I don't know when they'll be up, but they'll be up at some points. We're going to be doing, everyone's going to battle each other once, twice, as I should say, and there's going to be three people making the playoffs. All three of us are going to make the playoffs, but the first one gets to bye to the finals. So yeah, that's what's going to happen in this league. So yeah, I don't know, I forgot what the other thing I was going to say. Hopefully I'll remember it. But yeah, moving on to round 3. Devin picked one of the most versatile mods in the league. Oop. He picked Mew. He picked his tier 1, Gliscor was tier 2. So, yeah. Mew, what can I say about Mew? Mew is one of the best Pokemon in Draft League. Like, regular. So, in like Showdown, right? You're gonna say, you don't usually know what to run unless you have like a specific set you want to run. Mew, basically, if the person has a big type weakness that you know they're gonna bring to you, you just run it. You can just run. Like against me, since I have a Mega Scissor and Zygarde, you see already, he can just run. Basically, Flamethrower, Ice Beam, all in one thing because it gets so many moves. You see every move, it even gets transformed. It gets every move in the game. I think it's a little weird how it does get moves only at like 10 levels higher. And all of them are pretty bad other than Psychic and Aura Sphere. But yeah, you usually see a Psychic move on this thing. But it gets every move in the game basically. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like honestly. Past generations only. I don't really see that when you want to run around half of these moves. Past generation. But yeah, it literally gets every move in the game. And that thing is scary in a 3 people format. Oh my god, like I'm scared for this thing. Mew is gonna be detrimental in this league. But yeah, it basically is every move. I'm not gonna go over them, but $100 round. It's a mythical. What do you expect? It's a Mew. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else about Mew. So I think I'm gonna run over back to the Buffalo Buffalons. And so, oops, didn't mean to do that. So he picked an interesting mon. I don't know if he snagged Mew or something, but sorry about that. But he picked one of the best Pokemon in the league. One of the fastest Pokemon in the league. I said best. He picked a good Psychic type, but very fast. He picked like the opposite of freaking Reuniclus last season. That's the same type though. He picked Alakazam. He really needed speed control. That's why the main reason why he picked this thing up. He really likes he really wanted a good special attack user now too. Because if you look at his team, you see this. He has freaking uh 2 attack users. I'm just trying to get comfortable. By the way, because I'm on my bed. He got Leander T and Mega Charizard. He's mainly gonna run Charizard attack. I forgot to say Dragon Dance, and you may more normally see that thing attack. But yeah, special attack, out of this world, speed out of this world, Spadef, okay. The rest of the stats, including these 3, are trash. Literally trash. I'm surprised how bad that is. But yeah, you mainly just see subsets, or you just see Psychic or Psyshock. Taunt. You can see a Trick Room set, but you normally, it sadly does get good attack moves, but you never want to run this thing with attack. Energy Ball, you see a lot. Psychic, as I said, Psyshock. Reflect, I've seen one of those before. Shadow Ball is a big thing too. And Toxic, that's literally all you see. It's just a normal Alakazam. If you pick this thing a little too early, I think, basically with my Mega Scissor, I was the last one to pick Omega, but it doesn't really matter because it's 3 people. So yeah, and yeah, so moving on back to the next pick was me, and yeah, so I picked my tier 1, and this fits perfectly well. I thought like Tapu Fini, only Tapu to go in this draft, and oh my god, when I got this thing, I guess my core is finally happening in a draft league. Because I was part of 2 draft leagues. I tried to pick this core, it always failed because I would always pick Zygarde, Finny as top. Mega Scissor was basically the main thing I wanted, and so I'm glad I picked Tapu Fini. This thing is so dang good. You get 95 special attack and 85 speed, and then you get amazing defenses, which my team needs. And I know I don't have good speed control, and I will get speed control as you'll see later in my draft, but this thing is literally amazing, because my best speed is Zygarde at 95, and this thing at 85, and Scissor at like 70. So yeah, this thing, you mainly want to run Hydro Pump, Moonblast, not Hydro Pump, Scald, Moonblast. This, if you want, you can run Nature's Madness, Dazzling Gleam, Blizzard, Shadow Ball, Toxic. Gets even knockoff, but I don't think you want to run knockoff on this thing. Yeah, but it's basically a mon that just sits there and does as much stuff as you want. Haze is good too, and Defog. And I get a big hazard control right there, so I have 2 Defoggers already on my team. So that's the end of round 3. Let's go into round 4. So as we're about to go into round 4, I want to say to you viewers, I don't know if Devin's gonna be posting. I'm gonna try to get Athens to post on my channel, but yeah, these people want to do this as fun, but I really want to record a league. So please support me and appreciate this as we're moving into round 4, which is my pick, and boy, I'm happy with this thing. Tier 3, Tangrowth. Maybe because Brady, I thought you were picking your speed control. Not yet. And it doesn't matter that Spadef is low. I wish it was at like 75 or 80 at least. But this thing is so good, bulky. Just look at its HP and attack, 100. Defense is 125, and special attack is 110. This thing is amazing. You mainly want to run, you can run a special or thing. Gets knockoff. It gets Power Whip as it's a big move. Leaf Storm, Stun Spore. There's only not really Stun Spore, but like, yeah, Earthquake, Energy Ball, Poison Jab, Did I just say? I thought it said something madness, but yeah, that was just me probably thinking Rock Slide, Rock Tomb, Sludge Bomb, Solar Beam, SD Toxic, and yeah, Shockwave. Never seen that. Synthesis. And yeah, past generations it did get Morning Sun, sadly. But it does get Synthesis, so it doesn't really matter. Tangrowth, good bulky Pokemon. It's starting, since I already did my Dragon Fairy Steel core, it's starting my Grass core, and I feel like this fits perfectly. I did expand a little bit of that Fire weakness, but I will patch that a little more up, I feel like. So, yeah. So, moving on to, the next pick of round 4. It's, the Buffalo Buffalons. It's a thing to say. It's hard to say. Yeah, tongue twister. Coached by David or Athens. He picked good mon he really wanted. It's basically I don't think I got he snagged me from. I don't think I snagged him from freaking Tapu Fini, but he wanted Primarina. Like this thing is amazing. Choice specs is very good. You can run Liquid Voice or Torrent. Doesn't really matter. But Water Gun, Sparkling Area. Of so yeah, it's a big thing. Yeah, you can run that. You can run Aqua Jet is big. Is this a glitch? Whatever. To the point, you got Icy Wind. You got so many moves. Blizzard, Scald, everything. And I feel like now, since I don't think anyone has picked their free picks, everyone's just going for their core right now. Oh, never mind. I shouldn't be talking because soon you're about to see something. So yeah, Primarina was picked, and yeah, special attack and defense for that far, great. But yeah, you might be asking its defense and HP. Okay, and its speed is what you need it to be for David. 60 is actually not the worst. And yeah, as you will see, this team is basically the speed tiers are very weird and cool at the same time because he has a lot of slow things and fast things with his team, as you're about to see. So now we have. Oh yeah, what's it? Just Liquid Voice just makes every sound effect into a water type. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Now let's go back to we're going back to Portland Blazekins, and coached by Devin, and he selects the first free pick, and he selects a tier 1. And this is scary. I don't know Keldeo Resolute does, but okay, let's just check at Keldeo Resolute. Dude, just I don't know really, but I'm gonna choose regular Keldeo. And the thing about this, he knew we picked our water types, and he knew he'd get this. He really wanted him. It's never really chosen in Draft League, but it is for one of the better, a good tier 1 Pokemon. And Keldeo is great for special and speed, and its defense is what you need to be all at 90s. And yeah, that's what you really need it to be. You get great moves like Hydro Pump. You get all other moves. What else? Icy Wind. You get Secret Sword. But yeah, like you get usually run Scald, Secret Sword. Does it get Aura Sphere? If it doesn't get Aura Sphere, oof. But you do usually sometimes run it. You have to run it close combat once in a while. Sadly, I've seen Sword Stand sets, but the thing is, the main thing that's holding it back is its special things. It doesn't really get the good special moves as it does need to. That's why it's barely picked. Sadly, if it just had like, does it have a horse here? Here, let's check. I feel like I shouldn't go in Team Builder yet to look up if Caldeo's Aura Sphere, because it's not really that big of a thing. Because I have like all the teams for next into the Team Builder, which I don't want to reveal you guys. So yeah, moving on from it, he gets from his 5th Pokemon. He wants so yeah, he picked 180 of his 400 free points. I should say that. Moving on to round 5, we got David. I'm not David. The Portland plays against Devin, picking Salazzle. So Salazzle's not a mon I'm familiar with. He wanted this thing because his speed just looks amazing with this thing. It literally does get corrosion, which is a great thing because it can poison steel types, which is big for other people like Mega Mawile. But other than that, right now there's I like Mega Scissor, but you mainly want to burn that thing. But yeah, it gets 111 special attack, 117 speed. I know it doesn't have good everything else, but the thing is just supposed to be fast. You get, of course, Toxic is the main thing, but you get like Flamethrower, you get Sludge Bomb, Sludge Wave, everything you need it to be. You even get, as I said, Flamethrower is another thing. Oh, I should say Flamethrower. But yeah, Will-O-Wisp. You can run knock. I've seen they just run knockoff, but like can't really. You basically know what moves it's gonna bring. Nasty Plot is something big. It can run. Anything else I'm missing? I don't really know. It's just like a mon in itself. It does get hidden powers, obviously. So yeah, it could be used pretty effectively if you know what you're doing. So yeah, other than that, let's move on all the way back to the Buffalo Buffalons. Okay, I managed to say that, coached by Athens. Okay, David, and he picked Amoonguss, which he picked Blowjob. Okay, let's not say that. And Amoonguss, I want to sing, but like I was gonna pick Tangrowth or Amoonguss, and I'm like this. I want to pick Amoonguss really bad. Regenerator, pretty good. That's why I picked Tangrowth. But I really want another poison type, as you'll see. So yeah, he has 114 HP. Special tags 85. It looks like its stats are bad, but it's one of those mods that just the stuff because it has Spore, 100% Sleep, Giga Drain. Basically has what you need to be. Toxic, Sludge Bomb. I feel like this thing gets Earthquake. Also, but you know, Energy Ball. It has what you need to be. Sunny Day if you want with Solar Beam. Yes, Tantrum, but yeah. Yeah, it has everything you need to be. So yeah, Amoonguss, I'm pretty sure you know what its job is. If you watch BPL Season 1 finals, you know what it does. Yeah, moving on to me. The last Pokemon of round 5. We got myself. As I said, I wanted to patch up on that little fire weakness I had. And I'm like this idea of fire type myself. I picked Arcanine. 3 good abilities. You might just say 2 or 1 in Intimidate, but Flash Fire, I'll win that Fire Weeks that I have. You get Justified for those Dark types. Like if I see a big Dark type, I can just take it, put it in. Like a knockoff is coming. I get that attack higher. This thing gets Morning Sun. It has ways to heal up. This thing is basically 100 all around, basically, if you say that. Gets extreme speed, which is very helpful also. And for priority, you get Flare Blitz, you Outrage, Protect is I've seen this thing, Sunny Day, also Will-O-Wisp, Wild Charge, Close Combat. I do need to say Close Combat because that's a big one. Crunch. But yeah, other than that, I think Arcanine, great Pokemon. Everything it has is there for Arcanine. Good tier 3. So yeah, now moving on to round 6. We got me myself picking up a tier 5. And this tier 5, I was amazingly happy. It was either this mod or something else. And that mod was actually chosen later. But like this. I want a dark type also. I don't just want a ghost. I'm pretty sure, this thing would help my seeing control if I picked the other one. But I picked this thing, and I picked Gertrude. If you know I'm the Iron Boff and good YouTuber. But yeah, 108 defenses, 50 HP, it's okay. And then 92 attacks and special attack. It does get knockoff, if I'm not wrong. It doesn't, but it does get everything you need. Trick, Will-O-Wisp, Toxic, that's something that I don't want to say. Shadow Ball, Rest, uh, no, Dark Pulse, I should say. Hypnosis, it's only 60%. Sucker Punch, Nasty Plot, does get Flamethrower if I'm not wrong. Oh, yeah, but does get Icy Wave. But you'll see, does get Shadow Sneak for priority, which is a big one most people forget. And Foul Play, Destiny Bond is something big too. I feel like it was one of the better tier 5s I could pick, and I wanted Gertrude bad. So yeah, moving on. I didn't really go over much, but it does have very low speed, which my team needs speed, which I think you guys know. Arcanine is at 100 now. So yeah, next we have Amon by the Buffalo Buffalons, which picked a decent Mon, good enough Mon, which I had last season also in Escavalier. He loved David, Athens. He had Scissor last season. He didn't really want it again. So he's like this. You want another Steel and Bug type? Because that is actually a really good type in general. He didn't have a Steel type at all yet. So he picked Escavalier. Escavalier is very good for a tier 4. In my opinion, you get 135 attack, 105 defenses, which are amazing, 70 HP. It has everything you need for a tier 4. Ironhead, Mega, what's the bug move I'm forgetting? Mega Horn, there we go, Mega Horn. Poison Jab, it has Smart Strike, X-Scissor, Drill Run, Knockoff, Ironhead. But this thing is just amazing as a tier 4. The stats is what you need it to be. Its speed, extremely low, but it's good enough to have it be. So yeah, that's why I had Escavalier there. Next we have the Portland Blazekins. Again, they pick their another tier 2, which affects their free points even more, and they picked Gudra. He's thinking he's gonna pick Kiram, but then he switched to this thing. Oh my god, I don't want to see this thing in Draft League. Oh, 100 attacks, 110 special attack, 150 sped def, and 190 HP. Speed's 80. That's their 17. It just looks terrifying. Literally terrifying. This thing is amazing. And it's even an ORU somehow. But yeah, it gets every move that you need to. Muddy Water for water. It does Dragon Pulse, but it does like these main things. Earthquake, Fire Blast, Flamethrower. Of course, get the hidden powers. Ice Beam, Rock Slide, Thunderbolt, Thunder of Toxic Sludge Bomb, Thunder Punch, Draco Meteor, Water Pulse, Iron Tail, Poison Tail. But yeah, gets all the moves you need to have. And this thing is just basically a stall. And Gudra, I just hated to see in Draft League. And now his speed tiers is even better because he got 50, 95, 100, 108, 117, and 80. This thing, oof, I'm just like, don't want to see this thing in battle because it's so damn bulky. Hopefully, please don't bring it, Devin, please. So yeah, now we got round 7. Hopefully want to finish this off. So yeah, he got a Pokemon. He said he wanted another Steel type and one that would just take more hits. Gudra, and now he picks Reggie Steel. I don't want to talk about this thing. 150 defenses, that's all you need to know, and 80 HP. And 75 attack and special attack. Stealth rocks also. He gets his actual first stealth rock user he would always bring every week. So yeah. And this thing is just scary. It gets just a ton of stuff. Explosion's a big one. Curse, Hammer Arm, Iron Head, Stealth Rocks, Earthquake, Rock Pulse if you want it to, Rock Tomb, Thunderbolt. This thing is scary. They said Stealth Rocks, Thunder Punch. I've never used Registeel in my life. I've only seen it against me. Like Devin's team, I never used Keldeo. I've barely used Keldeo. And I'm just gonna be surprised to see what he picks next. I already know. You guys will hopefully be surprised. But he already has 2 steel types now. Will he pick a third? No, I'm just kidding. He won't pick a third. But Registeel, scary Pokemon, and something you're gonna have to deal with a lot. You probably will bring it all out for Stealth Rocks. But yeah, moving on back to David. He has his tier 5 he would select. He's not, I don't know if he's going to go on call or anything. Hopefully he will. No, I don't think many Pokemon get Tilda. But he picks his tier 5, one of the better ones, and Tauros. 3 good abilities. I don't think you know. Anger Point, one of the best abilities if you're a crit max attack. But Intimidate and Sheer Force, great abilities. Sheer Force makes you 0.3 more damage, and Intimidate makes attack lower for the opponent. Double Edge, yeah. Horn Attack, yeah. Like its main thing is its other moves it gets. Sadly, Earthquake doesn't get Flare Blitz. Sadly, yeah. Rock Tomb, Rock Slide, and Toxic. Iron Head. Other things. I wish it got. I wish it had special attack, but it doesn't. That's why its special attack's 40, and you can't really run special attack. So yeah, but its speed is really good, which helps David's stuff, like his actual stuff more. So yeah, moving on back to me. Since I already selected my tier 5, I didn't have a tier 4, but I'm not gonna select that yet. And I picked with my first free pick. I needed speed control. I needed hazards, and I wanted Nihilego or Nihilego. Ego my Lego. Right, but I should never say that again. This thing has a quad ground type weakness. Doesn't affect my team at all. Literally, except for Arcanine, but still. 103 attack, great Spadef, great attack, and great HP. Very good Toxic Spike, Stealth Rock. Big thing hazards. I get Sludge Bomb, Power Gem, Thunderbolt, Trick Room if I wanted to, Knockoff, Iron Head, Pain Split. This is Stealth Rock, but yeah, Venom Drench, good move. But other than that, it's okay enough to do damage. Does what it needs to do. Hazards are amazing on this thing. It even gets Beast Boost, great ability, good everything. I gotta go sneeze. Right when the and the round is over. By the way, round 6. So let me give me like good a minute or two. I'll be right back. Let's move on to round 8. Round 8. This is where I start picking multiple types of stuff. As I already have a bug type, but I don't have a fighting type. So yeah, next thing I want to pick is a good fighting type, and that is one of my favorite mons in Heracross. Oh my god, 2 good abilities in Guts and Moxie. 85 speed, which is okay. 125 attack, and 80 HP. 95 Spadef. This thing is so good. Literally, like Mega Horn, Close Combat. Facade, if you're going to run Guts. If you want to run Scarf to Earthquake's a good move too. Rock Tome, Shadow Claw, Stone Edge, Swords Dance, Knockoff. This thing is so good. So good. It's one of my favorite mons. Takes 100 of my free points. So as I have used 220. So yeah. Yeah. So as I use 220 of my free points right now, and yet I could probably, so as I use 220 already, I could pick basically a plethora of things. You can pick a tier 3 and a tier 4, because 220 with 100 would be 320. No, I would have 380. But yeah, I could pick a tier 2 and a tier 4 would get me. Let me just check. 112 plus 60 is 180 f 220. So yeah, I would pick a tier 2 and a tier 4. As I'm pretty sure I do. I picked a tier 3 and tier 4 earlier, and I thought it was my other one would be a tier 5, but it didn't really matter because my free points worked out. Anyway, moving on. Moving on to back down to round 8. We got one of the most scariest ice and dark type. A tier 1 in Weavile. What does Pickpocket do? But this thing is scary. Extremely scary. What does Pickpocket do? I'm really curious. I could steal a Pokemon. Alright, well, I'm not going to look at that. I don't think you're going to ever run that. But yeah, Weavile, 125 speed, 120 attack. This thing's scary. Even gets Ice Shard for priority also. So you get a plethora of decent moves. Ice Shard, as I said, one of the good moves. Dark Pulse. When would you run Dark Pulse? But Ice Shard, Icicle Crash is a big one. Poison Jab is there for the fairies. You know what's going to switch in. I know you have a big fighting thing with this, but you got X Scissor also. Return, yeah, and you got everything you need to run low sweep. I've seen a decent amount. So yeah, fall. Not what was about I say fall sweep, but yeah. Other than that, very good Pokemon. So yeah, other than next, great tier 1. I like it. Moving on to the Portland Blazekins. He picks a great Pokemon. In Shaman. Ooh, Shaman just is amazing. 100 all around the board. Sea Flyer is its main thing. Earth Power. It gets so much good stuff. You even learns moves at 91. Aromatherapy. It can be a healer. It does get Air Slash. I know that. Yeah. Sea Flyer is its main thing. They get Synthesis. It gets Giga Drain. Basically everything you need. You can even run a Swords Dance set with like Leaf Blade, but I don't think you see why you wouldn't need to run that. The thing is basically like a healing Pokemon. Other than that, I think we can move on. Quick Attack, yeah. Shaman, good Pokemon. I'd like to see it on his team. Now he has 200s, as I said. That's fine with his B tiers. Moving on to round 9. He picks his other tier 3. Now he has to pick 2 tier 5s and a tier 4. Because he didn't select his tier 5 yet, and his free points, he has to select a tier 5 and a tier 4. So he picks his first tier 5. He was going to pick Electivire, but he wanted more special. So he picked Raichu. Not a Alolan Raichu. He picked regular Raichu. Raichu, great Pokemon. You can run this thing. Attack either or. You can run Thunderbolt. You can run Thunder, obviously. You can run Swagger. No, I'm just kidding. Full Switch. Wild Charge. Knockoff. Iron Tail. This thing gets a plethora of moves. Very good. It's decently versatile, so like you get a lot of good these things. He even gets Nuzzle. Yeah, Volt Tackle. So yeah, I don't know if you were gonna bring this a lot, but it is Raichu. The good Pokemon gets Lightning Rod for a special attack. These two a 110 speed. Uh, basically makes his he doesn't have a 110 yet, and he has a 108 and 117, and so yeah, this helps his speed tiers even more. Um, just dang, I can't believe I'm saying this. Wow. So yeah, moving on. After that, the Buffalo Bufalons pick a scary electric type, Xurkitree, 173 special attack. My God, scary AF. It has decent all-around stats. Sadly, it doesn't have the great speed as you want it to be, but it has Energy Ball, Thunderbolt, Thunder. You can run the Z Hypnosis. Uh, you have Discharge, Signal Beam, a ton of other things. You get Tail Glow also. It's, cool. Volt Switch. As I said, Thunderbolt. Tail Glow is actually really good. For this thing, I had a Tail Glow core with Manaphy and this thing, which is pretty cool. One time in a draft league. So yeah, cool fact. But yeah, the Buffalo Bufalons picked a great Pokemon, I felt like, in this thing. And yeah, moving on, I feel like, because you just get Beast Boost. Because I don't really have the best amount of time there is. We go back to me to at the end of round 9. I picked my tier 4 and Swallow. And basically, Swallow, great Pokemon, Scrappy and Guts. You can want to think specially or tag. Great speed, it helps my speed a ton. Guessing, oh my god, stats don't look other than speed. You're actually wrong. Because it does get Boom Burst, the most overpowered special attack move there is for a normal type. And Guts, just basically its attack, it doubles, and you can run Facade, Brave Bird, U-Turn, Protect, Quick Attack, even there, if you need to run that. Roost, another good thing. Toxic, this thing is exactly what I need, another defogger. And so yeah, I wanted this thing bad, and I got it. And I'm so happy that I got this thing. And yeah, I'm proud of myself. I got to this is one I do have in my Pokemon Glaze playthrough. There was something at Swampert, but like I didn't pick it because I did this way before Pokemon Glaze. I even started that playthrough. So yeah, moving on to round 10. We're almost nearing the end of this thing. I pick Regirock. Tier 4. Great Pokemon. 200 defense, 100 attack, 100 speed F, and 80 HP. Great Pokemon. It has it's mainly for Stealth Rocks. It has Hammer Arm, Iron Head, Earthquake. Yeah, Rock Polish, Rock Slide, Rock Tomb. It has everything I need. Even has Thunderbolt, Toxic, Ice Punch, Fire Punch, Earth Power. Has everything I want to have, and I'm glad Regirock does the role I want it to be. And yeah, this thing will bring it for Stealth Rocks too. So now I got 2 Stealth Rock users. I will have a third at the end also. Yeah, moving on. Other than Rock types and Stealth Rocks, the coach of your Buffalo Bufalons, Advent picks Gigalith, one of the best shinies in the league. I want to say that out. But he does have Sandstream and Sturdy. He can run the Sand team with his Lando T. He was really happy about that. I don't know how he's going to use that because yeah. But to the point, Sandstream or Sturdy. It has basically everything you need: Stealth Rock, Earthquake. You mainly want to run this thing attack, obviously. Explosion, Stone Edge. Basically, you know what this thing is gonna do. Toxic. It's basically a good thing of VGC and decent in this. Gigalith finishing out his team. he already had 120, and then the 120, 180 plus 123, 300. This was his tier. He had 300 free points. Wait, what? 180 plus 120 equals 300. 160. Well, I'm giving it to him. But yeah, Gigaless is okay. A little more than 400 free points, but I'll give it to him. Because you're going to see his last one's another tier 4. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. Maybe Weavile would be a tier 2. But you never know. He did pick one of the worst tier 1s, but it really fit his team. But moving on to the end of round 10, your coach of the Portland Blazekins picks Ambipom because you need a tier 4. And wait, how do you spell Ambipom? There you go. I forgot the M. That's why. Technician or skill link, very good. 115 speed, which just even is better for him in the long run. And 100 attack. Technician, very good. You usually run fake out. It's very good with technician. It does a ton of damage. But yeah, I've seen Fury Swipe technician, other stuff like that. And yeah, very good baton pass. Does this thing get sword stance? Oops, did not mean to do that. But yeah, this thing is very good. Double hit is another move you see. I think it's like its main move thing it gets. Thunderbolt, Toxic, U-turn. Saying you can. I've seen it around special, but yeah, Thunder Punch. Other than that, yeah, really a return. So yeah, that's really it. I feel like for this thing, just get quick attack. I'm pretty sure too. So let's move on to the last round. I know he already had this tier 2, this Magius. And I helped him pick this Mon. And this thing, no, it's actually 105, not 110, not 110. Dang, son! He literally has every good speed tier. And his speed tier was the main thing he focused on, as I said, but Power Gem, Shadow Ball, Flamethrower, Mystical Fire if you really want to, Thunderbolt, Trick Room, Will-O-Wisp, Icy Wind, Pain Split, Rest, Snore, Trick. This thing is very good. Good Ghost type. 105 special attack, speed F, and speed, and 60s for that. So yeah, I like the Pokemon. Does he get Defog? I don't know. He gets Phantom Force. Cool. Yeah, Shadow Ball. But like other than that, Dazzling you. I think we can move on because I gotta go. Energy Ball. Forgot that too. So yeah, let's move on to us. Misogino. Buried in normal. But I don't know what that is. But moving on to other than that, we got Hitmontop going to the Buffalo Bouffalants. So yeah, Hitmontop, he want a Rapid Spinner, Intimidator, Technician, Bullet Punch. But yeah, and Close Combat, a Quick Attack, Revenge, Rolling Kick, Rapid Spin. Close Combat's cool. Earthquake. He loves Hitmontop. So I suggested this to him, and he likes it. Toxic. Everything you need. Bullet Punch. So yeah, that's gonna be his last pick. And let's move on to my last pick. Tier 2, Necrozma. Or Necrozma. I like to say Necrozma. So Necrozma. Harry Pokemon has Stealth Rocks, Psychic, Trick Room. Great stats, 107 attack, 127 special attack, speed 79, HP 97, speed F 89, and this thing, very good Morning Sun. It gets the fairy one too. Photon Geyser, Moonlight, that's what it is called. Calm Mind, Flash Cannon. Of course, Hidden Powers, Rock Polish, Rock Slide, Shadow Claw, Solar Beam, Stone Edge. This thing David had, and I want it this season. Knockoff. I really want this thing. Heat Wave. It has everything I want to have. This says Stealth Rocks, but like the Necrozma's a great Psychic type. I need this thing in like decent speed. So yeah, I feel like my team needs more speed, as you see, because my fastest mons are Swallow. Then it goes to Halega 103. But I have some priority here and there with Mega Scissor. So let's review the teams. For the Portland Trailblazers, you're coached by Devin. He has Mega Mawile, Gliscor, Mew, Keldeo, Salazzle, Gudra, Registeel, Shaman, Raichu, Ambipommamus, Magius, and yeah, your coach of the Buffalo Bufalons, selecting Mega Charizard, Lando T, Alakazam, Primarina, Amoonguss, Escavalier, Tauros, Weavile, Durkatree, and Gigalith. And last but not least, my team is Mega Scissor, Tapu Fini, Zygarde, Tangrowth, Tingaroth, Arcanine, Spiritomb, Nihilego, Heracross, Swellow, Regirock, and Necrozma. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. So yeah, if you enjoyed this draft, please click that like button. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so those are the 3 coaches. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let's try to stop this stream. So yeah, thanks for coming out to this stream. I really appreciate it, boys. Like a lot. That's what I'm trying to say it. So yeah, if you had a good day, really appreciate you guys coming out to this stream. If you have for a bit, or if you guys want to watch it later, it should be left on YouTube. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.